Rassie Erasmus has named his 37-man squad to take on the Wallabies in this year's Rugby Championship, with 24 World Cup winners included in the squad and 5 guys who have only played their first game for the Springboks this year. Rassie Erasmus has also called up 3 young guns from the Springboks under-20 World Cup winning team to join the squad in their 2-week conditioning camp to train along, to see what it takes and to see how they go. Before we get into all of that, let me know in the comments what you guys think of the squad. What do you think of Rassie's ideas, bringing in young guns in to show them what it takes to be at that level, to show them how the Springboks operate? Absolutely love that. What do you think of the squad? Let me know in the comments. Hit that subscribe if you haven't already. Let's get into it. So, 37-man squad been announced by Rassie Erasmus, the Springbok squad, for the start of the Rugby Championship. This is just for the first 2 rounds when the Wallabies come to South Africa to play. 37-man squad, like I said, 24 of them Rugby World Cup winners, 5 guys who've only made their debut for the Springboks this year. And then has also included 3 players who were part of the Springbok under-20 side that were victorious in Italy recently, in Klikani, Cheslor Jooste and Hashim Peed. These guys will join the group to train alongside them during their 2-week conditioning camp. Rassie Erasmus is quoted on this saying, "We're tremendously proud of the Junior Springboks for winning the World Rugby Under-20 Championship, and we are thrilled to see the talent coming through the junior ranks. So we opted to invite 3 of them to join us to expose them to our structures and the standards required at top international level. We believe this camp will benefit them significantly, and we're excited to see how they slot in and train with us." Absolutely love that. Lastly, unfortunately, we had to limit the size of the squad to ensure maximum outputs and more individual attention at our training sessions. So although more players could have been invited, we could only select 3. That's now with regards to the SA under-20 ranks, because there is still a few players in there that I could have that you could have brought up as well. That Vusi Moyo, the fly-off, outstanding, I thought. Really good as well. But those guys, Hashim Peed, I think he's got the record for the most amount of meters or the most try assists or just the most tries in a game in a single tournament, outplaying that record set from Anthony Dupont a couple of years ago. So these guys are scary talent. You've got someone like Klikani, I hope that's how you say it, an absolute monster at 7 flank, big boy, someone 20 years old that is well over 100 kilos and running like he's a center. And then Cheslor Jooste, I think, has been marked to play with the Blitzbokke already as well. A winger, 14, gas on him, good size on him as well. And these guys were by far the standouts in that group. So it'd be interesting to see how that all works, and I'd love to see these guys get good game time in the Currie Cup this year. But also good to see that how the Springboks or how Rassie's working with regards to bringing that conveyor belt of players through, getting them through there, bringing them into camp, showing them what it's like. Love that. So we'll just chat on the group quickly. So with forwards, we've got Louis de Jager, Pieter Steph du Toit, Jean-Luc du Preez, Eben Etzebeth, Vincent Koch, Sia Kolisi, Wilco Louw, Malcolm Marx, Bongio Mbonambi, Franco Mostert, Oxenche, Ruan Nortje, Asenate Ntlhapakanye, Kwagga Smith, R.G. Snyman, Marnus van der Merwe, Marco van Staden, Bowen Venter, Jan-Hendrik Wessels, and Kobus Wiese. For the backs, we've got Kirkley Arendse, Damian Delande, Andre Esterhuizen, Apelele Fas, Sasha Weinberg, Ngomuzulu, Ethan Hooker, Jesse Creel, Cheslin Colby, Willie Leroux, Mani Lebok, Kanan Moody, Andre Pollard, Kobus Reinach, Edwin van der Merwe, Morne van den Berg, Grant Williams, and Damien Willemse. A few players left out, guys like Bath prop Thomas du Toit, who's been granted a compulsory 2-week rest as agreed with their Gallagher Premiership or the Gallagher Premiership side. Although he's eligible to be called up at any stage should that need arise. Jasper Wiese obviously not in as well, as he's serving his 4-week ban or suspension that he got for the headbutt in the Italy game. And then you've got guys that are on standby in Lukanya who missed the tests in July due to a knee niggle. You've got Faf de Klerk, Makazolo Mapimpi, Salman Murat, Evan Roos, Neetling Fushia, and Vincent Chutuka. Some of the guys that are on standby. And like Rassie says, it's always challenging to reduce the squad, especially given how expanded group of players put their hands up during the Castle Lager incoming tour. But we always said we would select a smaller, more manageable squad during the Castle Lager Rugby Championship. Like he said, his focus is on a smaller group. It's easier to manage, and it can be more an individual approach. So being able to guide guys or coach guys more closely. You don't have a lot of players because you only got a number of coaches that are involved. And when you're stretched out, when there's 40, 50 players in the squad, it's hard to get your hands on all of them, if that makes sense. So a lot smaller group, you can be more detailed, more hands-on with the individuals and approach it like that. It's big. This is a very, very strong squad. Love the inclusion of some of those guys that have made their debuts this year. Guys like Ethan Hooker. Although Edward van der Merwe didn't make his debut this year, only played one game last year. So this year played further 2 games and has been outstanding. So I'd love to see him get an opportunity versus stronger teams or higher class teams. Another thing that Rassie did add, that it is going to be a different ball game altogether coming up against Wallabies, Argentina and All Blacks than what it was coming up against Italy and Georgia and the Barbarians. So he knows the challenge that lies ahead, and absolutely it is. You're going to play against the Wallabies who are going to come off the back of a British and Irish Lions season or tour that are hard and ready to go. And Boks have had their time off, but we've known for a long time now, it doesn't matter how long you're off or how often you're playing, these Springbok guys can climb in and just keep going. So it's a very strong squad put together. No real surprises there at all. It'll just be to see how kind of that first squad, that first match day 23 that gets named, who plays where, how he's going to go about his bench as well. But you've got guys that can cover so many positions. He also said in the article that they have guys that can cover 3 or 4 positions, and he likes that. He thinks it's very important when going into the Rugby Championship because injuries arise, or how he wants to rotate the bench. If he wants a 6-2 split or 7-1 split, you need kind of that hybrid player to be able to play multiple positions. Very strong squad. Like I said, nothing really jumps out to me that, oh, that's surprising or that's shocking. Do love the inclusion of the under-20s players that are coming in just to be around the camp and see what it takes, see how it works, see how the Springbok setup works. And then those guys obviously then have something to aspire to because that is massive. I don't see many other international teams doing stuff like that, and I absolutely love it. As always, let me know in the comments what you guys think of the squad. How do you see the Springbok team going this Rugby Championship? I've got them winning their first 2 rounds versus the Wallabies. Let me know your predictions for this year's Rugby Championship. Hit that subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you next time. Bye.